Hi there! So today I'm going to be talking to you about making your own nature treasure basket, which here is mine. As you can see, it's filled with really lovely items, which I'll go through a bit more in a minute with you. And you may well be thinking, why would I want to do that? I'm a grown-up person. Why would I want to be collecting things from nature like children do? And it's a really simple reason, actually. It's because it will help you to reduce your stress levels. There have been quite a few studies done on forest bathing, which you may also know is known as Shinrin-yoku. And that is that by just looking at landscapes, it can reduce your cortisol levels in your blood by as much as 13.4%. And the same goes for if you're engaging with nature in some way. And I'll talk a bit more about how you do that a bit later on. So obviously the gold standard, if possible, is being out in nature. That can reduce your cortisol by 15.8% according to these 24 studies. But obviously that's quite difficult at the moment. But if you are still managing to get out once a day for your exercise, as we're allowed to do at the moment, you could start collecting things to make your own nature's treasure box. And as much as possible, just bringing the outside into your home, because we're going to find it hard not being outside a lot. We're going to find it hard not seeing nature. So as much as possible, bring it into your home. And it doesn't necessarily even have to be real. These are my fake plants, which look very authentic. I've got some fake plants behind me on the white shelf. They are fake plants. That one's real. And I've also got my nature dream catcher there as well. And this, I'll show you this as well. This is my gorgeous little Groot with a little flower in it. So yeah, as much as possible, just bring the nature into your home just to help you to reduce your stress levels. And basically, what I used to do when we were allowed to go out on a regular basis, is I would just collect things from nature that had already fallen from the floor. So this isn't about picking things off trees that you like the look of or picking flowers. It's about finding things that have already dropped, that attract your eye in some way, or that you just feel intuitively that you need to pick up and that you can keep it for a bit of treasure. And every little thing in this basket represents part of my healing journey. I've spent a lot of time in nature when I've been going through really difficult times in my life with PTSD and depression and anxiety and overwhelm. And every time I've been out, I've just collected something, and something that I was just drawn to put in this basket. And I've actually got a few of these dotted around the house. And I call it this because it was a name given to something that I used to take my children to when they were really little, before they were walking. Basically, loads of toddlers would just sit round in a circle with their parent behind them, and they would just engage with all these natural items, and they would be able to just hold them in their hand. They'd just spend some time feeling them, put them up to their face, smell them, to try and put them in their mouths, which obviously we discourage. Listen to them, obviously shell sounds and things like that. So you can do the same, and it might seem like a really simple thing to do, but it can be really effective in helping you to reduce stress and to just feel a bit more calmer and a bit more grounded. So all these things are really important to me. So just having them around your home can really, really help you. Obviously in prominent places where you can see them. What you can also do as well is obviously watch as many nature programs as you can. Listen to sounds of nature. So even when you're working, I use this app called Forest app. I'll just show you what it looks like, which is a really lovely app. It's a productivity app, so you can adjust the amount of time that you are working. So say if you want to do 40 minutes completely focused, undistracted work, you can set a timer on here, and you can actually have sounds playing as well. I'll just put the sound on so you can hear it. So you can choose these lovely nature sounds that you can have while you're working, that aren't too distracting, which will help you to really just bring that nature into your senses as much as possible. And then the other thing that you can do is when the stress has really hit you and you're feeling anxious or you're feeling really overwhelmed, is just spend some time going through your little treasure basket. So I'm just going to show you a few things here now that you might be able to engage with. So this item, this is just a tiny bit of driftwood that I got from the beach, and it's so smooth. So you're just spending time, just really engaging with it, you know, just really mindful practice of feeling these items. You can put them up to your face if you want to, feel how smooth they are. I've got shells, so my shell here. So again, you know, things that you did when you were little, just taking some time out of your day and really engaging with nature. Pebbles are great too, and what I tend to do with pebbles is I just hold them in my hands and just close my eyes and take some lovely deep breaths. And you can also do this when you're meditating as well. So just holding them in your hands, feeling the weight of them, feeling the solidness of them and the coldness of them and what that feels like in your hand can just really help to bring you back into the moment. And then I've got lots of other things, really lovely textured things. I've got some, just try and get this out really carefully. I've got some lichen here, which is, I have to be really careful with actually. You can see that, which is really soft and feathery. And again, just really nice just to run it over your skin. You can smell it, see if there's any kind of nature smells left in it. Same with pine cones, they've got really lovely texture. Again, closing your eyes if you want to while you're engaging with things. I've got some lavender, which does still smell. I've got some lovely delicate leaves which I've collected as well, which have fallen from trees. Okay, so it's just well worth doing, you know, if you are going out over the next few weeks, just collecting 1 or 2 things a day and just making up these little treasure baskets. And it's also a really beautiful thing to get your children involved with as well. And just spending that time afterwards actually really fully engaging with it can really make a difference to your own mental wellness. Okay, take care. Enjoy making your treasure basket. Let me know how you get on. Take care. Bye.